Jordan and I met New Year's Eve 2007 at Buster's Bar in the bowling alley. I was there with a group of girls, and Jordan was there with a group of his guy friends.
It was getting late, and it was midnight, and the bell rung, and everybody was kissing, and Molly was standing by herself, so I quick ran over there and stole a kiss from her.
And as the clock struck midnight, everyone started kissing, and I was standing there by myself when Jordan kind of broke through the crowd, came over, and we kissed. And that was the first night that we met. We didn't get together right away. It was actually a couple months later, February 14th, 2008, when we had our first date.
I got up some courage to talk to her, so I called her and asked her on a date. So we went to
Applebee's and eat a nice dinner. And then we went back to Jordan's house where we watched a movie, and that was our first date.
Things kind of started going on from there in our relationship. I ended up moving in with her at her little apartment that she had downtown. We lived there for probably 5-6 months, and then we decided we wanted to buy a house, so we went and started looking for houses.
So after living together for a while, we were extremely comfortable with each other, and Jordan was ready to take the next step and look at houses. So we started doing that together and found a gorgeous house at the south end of town where we live today. After a few months of being in the house together, we found out we were pregnant.
I came home and Molly was standing in the bathroom just bawling her eyes out, and I said, "What's wrong?" She showed me the pregnancy test. She had taken 3 of them, and every one of them came positive. I just gave her a hug. I told her everything was gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. We love each other. We're not going anywhere. It'll be a nice addition to our family.
So we had our daughter, Abigail Marie Abramo, on February 8th, 2010. It was actually Super Bowl Sunday, and there was actually a joke that went along with that. A couple weeks prior, my family and I and Jordan were out to dinner, and my brother had said if I go into labor on Super Bowl Sunday that he will not be there. And that's exactly what happened. I went into labor, I think it was about 5 o'clock on Super Bowl Sunday. Went to the hospital. My brother did eventually end up coming up. I think it was after the Super Bowl was over, though.
And it really turned out well. We had her, she was in labor for, 14 hours or something? 28 hours. Ended up having to do a C-section, but she's just grown and getting bigger and just looks just like her mom, and we just love her to death.
Becoming parents really tests out a relationship. You have to make decisions together. You are caring for this child, this human being that's going to grow up, and you want to instill good values in this child. And it can be stressful at times, but if you can work together and talk and make it through, then I think we can make it through pretty much anything together.
I planned on marrying Molly from the get-go, I think, but after having Abby, that kind of sealed the deal for me, I guess. It was just a matter of timing. We went up to my parents' house on Mother's Day weekend, and I told her that I wasn't getting her anything for Mother's Day because she wasn't my mom, and she was all ticked off, blah, 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 blah. Well, I was going to give her the ring on Mother's Day, but I couldn't get the ring in time. I was in the process of getting it. So I was going to do it when we got back. Well, then it still wasn't ready, so it was a couple of days, and she didn't think I had gotten her anything, so I arranged for her mother and her brother to come to our house.
I came home from work, and my mother and brother were at my house already, and I was kind of wondering what was going on, and Jordan asked if I wanted to go out to dinner, which I said yes. So we decided to go out to a nice dinner together to Tori's, and on the way there in the car, Jordan asked if I wanted my Mother's Day present, so I said yes, of course. And he told me to close my eyes and put my hands out, so I kind of knew something was up. And he put the box in my hands, and I opened my eyes and started opening it and saw the ring, and I was kind of speechless at first. And I think if I remember right, I looked at Jordan and I said, "What is this?"
And we went to Tori's. That's when I popped the question on the way there. She started crying instantly. Said yes.
At that point, I think I started crying, and my eyes were filled with tears. I couldn't even see, and Jordan asked if I would marry him, and I didn't say anything. I think I made him a little nervous, so he asked for the second time, and I said yes, of course. And so we got to Tori's and cried a little bit more, and then I had to wipe my face off so we could go eat a nice dinner together, where I pretty much just stared at my ring the whole time. And from there, the wedding plans started rolling along.
We're excited to get married, excited for the stress to be over, and ready for a honeymoon.
What I love most about Jordan is, first of all, his smile. His smile melts my heart. Now I'm going to start crying. I love that he cares so much for his family and friends. He would do anything for them. I never have to worry about Jordan not being there for me because he always will be. He can always make me laugh, even when I'm having a bad day. He's a great father. He's the best father I could ever ask for my children. I love that he doesn't do anything half-heartedly. He puts 100% into everything that he does, and he wouldn't have it any other way. I love that Jordan has no hair on his head. I can't imagine him with hair. It would be weird. I love that he, even though he knows where the extra toilet paper is at, he still insists on using the last of it and leaving the empty roll there.
She has got the biggest heart you'll ever meet. She is passionate about what she does. She loves my daughter. She loves me, and I know for a fact that she loves me with all of her heart. There's never been a question about that. She would do anything for me. She's stuck by my side through thick and thin already. I love her.
He eats weird things. He puts peanut butter on his pancakes. He puts milk over his cake and eats it out of a bowl, but that's kind of an Abramo thing. They all do it. When he sits down, he crosses his feet, which Abby does the same thing, we've noticed.
Quirks about Molly is she drives me nuts that she will not sleep with the bedroom door open. So the bedroom door has always got to be shut, and it's always hot in our room. For her getting ready, it takes her an ungodly amount of time to get ready, and I have no patience anyways, and that would be about the biggest thing that drives me nuts is waiting for her to get ready, I would say, by far. That and not doing the laundry. We live out of laundry baskets because it's really, really hard for her to fold laundry, so I fold it all. So unless we want to live out of the laundry baskets. I told her at one point we should just bring our dressers down to the basement and put them down there because we just use the laundry baskets anyways.
Jordan.
Me? Why?
Because I'll spend all my money on clothes.
Pretty much. Make sure we pay the bills before you start having fun.
Me.
Molly.
I'll admit it, 100%. It's me. It usually starts, Jordan irritates me.
No, I do something that you don't want. If I don't do exactly what you want, then you get mad.
Well, yeah. I have a...
Tough cookies.
I get stressed out extremely easily. And Jordan knows how to push my buttons.
Me?
Jordan. I'm slightly pig-headed, and I don't say I'm sorry very often.
No.
I was gonna say no too.
Not in our situation. I'm always right.
Most people would say the woman's always right, but I'm not always right.
Who's usually right then?
Me? Pretty much every time.
No comment.
Molly.
Me.
Clothes everywhere. Start something, don't finish it. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't like to do the dishes. I don't like to fold laundry.
No, she doesn't. Molly?
Me, I love cooking.
She's good at it too.
I don't let Jordan in the kitchen.
It's fine by me though. I run the grill, she runs the kitchen.
Yep. Sometimes he tries coming into my territory in the kitchen and tries to put his own little spin on things, and that doesn't work out too well.
Usually I just stick to the garage. I think we balance each other out perfectly.
Absolutely.
Whatever I lack in qualities, Molly has, and vice versa. I think that we fit each other nicely.
Jordan and I have been through quite a lot together, especially having a child. I think we've kind of skipped a stage. We already know what it's like to have children, to go through the stress, to do all that together. I think we kind of have the upper hand on that. We've already experienced it, so
I think we still want more though, don't we?
absolutely.
Couple years.
Couple years?
Okay.
Couple months.
Yeah, right. No, not gonna happen.
We don't want them to be that far apart.